Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So more community live.
Don't repeat.
Yeah. Don't look. You gonna
Hello, y'all.
What's up,
Welcome
man?
to You Got 15 Minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna
guys.
just let y'all in what we were doing.
Woo!
First, I'm Jay Green,
I'm G.
It's your boy
Real
JP.
Ray.
and we got the real Ray in the
That's the
building.
real Ray in the
If y'all
building. I'm
don't
your boy
know-
JP. That's the real Ray.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the real
yeah,
Ray.
the real Ray.
If y'all don't
Not the
already
fake
know,
Ray.
if y'all an OG, You Got 15 Minutes
know
fan,
what it
viewer,
means.
y'all know who the real Ray is.
Yeah.
He done
Real
been
Ray.
in the seat, on the phones. You know, he be here.
He be
he's,
here.
He's
He's
our
a
You
friend of
Got
the show.
15 Minute fam. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were discussing what how JP over here became Dr. Perry J.
Yeah.
And
Let's talk about it,
and
man.
it's because I called him Mr. Perry one day on the show, and he didn't say nothing. He just kept going. He played it off, and then afterwards he was like, "Who the fuck is Mr. Perry?" And I was like, and I looked at him like, "Shit, who the fuck is Mr. Perry? What you talking about?" And then he like, "You called me that," and I was like, "I did," and I flashed back to that moment like, I did.
And you did it on air.
And then I
which
was
is
like,
great.
and that's not him. And I was like, and I know his last name.
No,
Man.
you made it Perry.
Yeah, and he's like 007 because everybody don't know this nigga's name. Period. He's just JP. Niggas be like, that's JP. It's because they don't know him 10 years and don't know his nigga name.
Man,
But
Dr. Perry J it is.
he's Dr. Perry J.
talk
Here.
to
In
me.
conclusion,
Dr. Perry J.
he's here, ladies.
AKA.
He can he's got the
doctor.
brain power for your mind.
Hold on, wait a minute. What's the AKA, man? Talk to me.
Don't repeat.
Don't we ain't finna talk about it. We want to start off with a hot take tonight, though. So we gonna accept that one because we talked about that in the episode where
But
you know
what?
once upon a
We
time.
might bring that
Bombs.
back because I've been thinking
Yeah.
about doing the last, the best moments of
Hello,
for the last however long, and I feel like that should be on.
that's
there for
most
sure.
definitely on there.
So
for sure, yeah.
that's like the one for sure top 10 shocking moments. So I feel like we gotta make some kind of little compilation or something. But
Sounds good.
just wait on it. We gonna let Donor P live his life today.
That's
He gonna
the
live
name
to
now.
die another Wednesday, but
That's
not
the name
today.
now.
Okay, he gonna be all right. But
Happy New Year.
Right.
right, happy
New Year in
New Year,
advance, man.
Dr. Perry J. But how y'all been doing though? I feel like it's been. You know why it's been a while because it was an extra week and we didn't have an extra show, y'all.
didn't.
So it feels like it's been extra long. I feel like I ain't seen them in hella long here, and it's just like.
It's been.
It feels like life's been so eventful, and then it feels like
It's
it was
not.
the blink of an eye, and we're here again.
We just been at work.
Right. Is that what
Everybody's
it
just been at
is?
work.
Niggas are just old.
Niggas are old at work. Holidays just
I
passed.
be getting heartburn and shit now. Like,
I've been having
I've
heartburn.
been had heartburn. I used to have tums in my back.
okay,
Now I
no,
live better,
don't
so
like it.
I don't need
It
it.
sucks.
Man, I've been feeling like Tony the Tiger. I ain't gonna
wrong
lie, man. I've been feeling like Tony the Tiger.
Really?
Great.
What you been doing?
Huh?
What you been doing?
Everything that I need to just stay positive, and then just also like y'all see this belly on camera. Y'all probably don't, but y'all do. But it's there. But if you don't, oh well, it's here. Check this out. This
He
one
just did
always
that.
here, and then yeah, like
Long live the belly.
yo, we finna get it right, man. 2020 Trey is gonna go up,
2020
man.
Trey.
Real talk. Yeah.
Wait.
Hello. It's gonna go up, man. We're gonna go
Hey.
up. We're gonna go up for sure. But I've been feeling great though, man. Everything's been going smooth. It's cool. You know, I had one little bump in my happiness road, if you want to call it that, and we're gonna talk about that in a minute. But for the most part, I've been great. How y'all doing?
I just feel like a slave. I just feel like all I do is work.
I've been good. I generally am kind of like over the holidays. I think because I worked retail for so long that I'm like, I'm used to being at work on holidays and
Yeah.
being around grumpy ass people that just want their needs
Met.
met and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so
Yeah.
now I was able to like freely enjoy the holiday off, but then I cooked, which was like, why the fuck did I sign up to do this? And then
How much
but
did
I
you cook?
did it. I knocked it out. I cooked hella shit.
Yeah.
I cooked like 10 pounds of turkey wings, like 8 Cornish hens, a whole turkey. It was like a little turkey, like 10 pounds. But I made greens, mashed potatoes, dressing, macaroni and cheese, green beans.
I know, right? It sounds like what the fuck? Why did I miss out on that?
Right.
I mean, I understand.
Yeah,
I
the
probably wouldn't have been
family
invited for the
reunion.
mac and cheese because I don't like it and all. But you know.
Bruh. See, we were okay. Well, then I guess we'll just get into
How
it.
have you been? So we haven't seen you in a long time.
I'm
Right,
Done with-
Ray.
I'm
I know.
good.
We're gonna start on him in a second.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah?
alright.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was a Thanksgiving. It was straight. It was straight.
Ray,
Yeah,
don't be
we-
trying to
once
come on.
again-
Don't be trying to
once
come
again,
on
we
here and
didn't
be
do-
shy.
No, once again, we didn't do the
Oh, modest.
traditional thing. So it was a crab seafood boil.
Ooh,
I didn't get invited for that neither.
Skewers on the skewers on
So
the
what
grill.
did you guys do last year? Do you do eat a different year? A
Last
theme?
year was Spanish food.
Okay, gotcha.
No, was it
Spanish.
Mexican food or was it
Or
Spanish?
Spanish. You
food
see how he
from
said it?
Spain? Trying to
España
be political
or Mexico?
correct, and you sound goofy,
still
real
sounded
Ray.
goofy.
It was
Alright.
Mexican food.
That ain't the real Ray. I know.
It was Mexican
It was
food.
He knew.
Shit.
No.
It was some Mexican food.
What was
Last
it?
year.
Last year it was like tamales or like
Uh,
tacos, like
Tacos, burritos,
like y'all just went for the easy shit.
frijoles,
Okay, black
Yeah.
people Mexican. I'm
Yeah.
here for it.
all of it. But this year,
Crab boil.
yeah,
boil.
yeah.
Or seafood
fried
boil.
It was just a bunch of random shit, really.
That's lit,
Okay,
though.
but
That's
that's
a
nice,
smorgasbord.
right?
I wanna go
I'm
to a Thanksgiving
I'm
like
with
that.
that, but I feel like everybody would secretly be like, "You didn't make Thanksgiving food." It would be like, "What?"
I didn't have greens because I went to a friend's house and she doesn't make greens for Thanksgiving. She makes them for Christmas. So I didn't get greens, but
It's always time for greens in my house.
Fire banana pudding, and I had fire cheesecake balls, but she like dyed them orange, and they took like little pumpkins, but they were like
Oh,
sugary, like this consistency that was like strange because it wasn't like cheesecake. It was like doughy, but it tasted like cheesecake. It was amazing. Shout out to Fern because that shit was fire. I don't know what it was, but I had a very large assortment of desserts. So that was
I had a red velvet cheesecake, which was my first time having that. And that was
Really?
That was some gas.
that sounds like
Red
I
velvet
would've ate the
cheesecake,
whole
huh?
thing, and I would have took multiple
Yeah,
slices.
red
home.
velvet. It was layered. That shit was fire.
That's interesting.
Wow.
Did you guys turn your phones off?
I,
'Cause
I
Jocelyn
thought
didn't.
I did.
Call a caller if you want to contact us. Make sure you tap
Yeah,
in.
call in.
Yeah,
Cause we ain't
tell her to
shit.
turn
Make sure you
phone
tap
off.
in.
323-815-4204, y'all. Burn. I be talking shit all the time. This was my moment. All right. My phone's
I saw
off.
multiple
My
debates
phone's off
though
now.
about mac and cheese because you're not the only person
mac
that
and
feels
cheese
the way they do about
Right,
mac
so
and
we're
cheese.
going right on in.
Let's
right.
get in there.
Cause you know why? Because she's team mac and cheese.
Oh
so she
my
was
God.
Still
So
finna,
I'm
she
still
needed
offended.
that. Yeah, she
Yeah.
needed that. She needs that issue. She
There's
needs.
Wrong with
there's
She still needs
many
answers.
people that feel like you should be shot.
Like mac and cheese. Oh, what it do to
It's-
Like,
you?
if it's like the macaroni pie, like I understand that.
What does
but
that
if it's
mean?
Like,
Yeah, what is
'Cause
macaroni
there's
pie?
different-
like, that's like
Macaroni
the
pie.
brick. That's like the brick of noodles and cheese. Like
What's wrong with that?
Macaroni pie.
nothing. I
Wait, you
guess.
said a brick of
I want
noodles and cheese.
all of it. I don't
Oh,
give
you're
a
saying
fuck.
the brick cheese and noodles?
He's
No,
saying that
it's
it's like,
like-
hard, not
it's
like creamy mac and cheese. It's like the one that you cut like a slice of pie.
I
and
know
put on
what
your
he was
plate.
talking
Macaroni,
about.
you
Like
never
a
had
brick.
macaroni pie?
Yeah, but I don't call it that. I just call it that kind of macaroni and cheese.
The macaroni and
It's
cheese,
just
yeah.
macaroni and
Kinda.
cheese. Like
So when
You
so
like the
what
gooey-
is that kind?
I don't know. Just some
It's
people make
baked.
it gooey.
It's
just that
Southern
kind.
style baked macaroni and cheese.
There you go.
Which would be what it is.
Not only Southern people make it like that.
No, not only, but that's where that.
That's where
The
that stemmed from, like that
crusting in
particular
and, like,
type
All I
of
know is
form
that
come
if there
from.
is nougat and there is cheese, I want it.
And she likes it extra crispy and burnt.
Extra burnt. Give me all the burnt cheese around the edge. All of it. All that shit. All the crust on top that nobody wants because it looks black. Run it to my plate.
Run it.
I want
She'll take
all
the
of
scrapes.
it. Yeah,
She like
I want
scrape
all
the
the
thing,
corners.
scrape the.
Whenever I go somewhere and they're down to the bottom of it,
Yeah,
I'll
she
be like, yeah,
give me
run
all
me
that.
all that corner
Yeah, she
shit.
be, all that shit in there. Give me that.
Give it to me.
They be
That's
like,
how,
for
that's
real?
how I feel about like enchiladas and shit. I want the corner pieces or whatever.
Get a little crunchy
I want
side.
to burn everything.
So like I went to one of my partner's house, man, and like, you know, they always offer me a plate and shit, and then like they gave me the mac and cheese and just throw it on the plate. Do you want a plate? Yeah, cool. Don't even
Gotcha.
like,
'Cause
you know,
they
don't
think,
pick it. They just
they
pick it,
think
put it for
what
you.
kind of monster doesn't
Yeah,
like
because
macaroni
we're
and
not
cheese?
fucking
And we can eat around that shit and leave that there last. I just prefer my mac and cheese to have a little spruce to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's put something else in it. Let's throw some chicken in there. Let's put a little tahini on top or something like that. Put some breadcrumbs in there.
Tahini?
Mac and cheese is boring to yours truly.
That made my nose
If they
tingle.
look at you, they probably assume
That
you
made
eat everything.
literally-
Okay, it was one thing to have a discussion about
Hold
why mac
on.
and cheese isn't
This
fire,
shit
but for you to
went
sit here and say
left.
that it needs tahini
And chicken.
and then for you to throw the Karenicity in there and add chicken.
We gotta do
This
something
is not
to
a
it, man.
casserole. Why are you trying to gentrify the mac and cheese?
Dead.
Why we can't just have mac and cheese?
You
Why
need
are
to
you
go to-
Karenicitying it?
Yeah, see,
You
I
wanna
don't
dress
like
it
all
up,
that
you
kind
do
of
it on
mixed
your own
stuff.
time, sir. You bring some mac and cheese like that to
You
the party.
experiment
Next
on
you
your
get
own
it.
time.
And I
Put
bet money
broccoli
people will fuck
with
with my
green
mac
peas
and
in
cheese
it.
for sure, bro. Like, I promise you, the presentation is really where it
So,
comes
you
from.
know
Said
what?
this
No,
last
no,
year.
you know what
I'm
that
gonna
is?
come back to y'all this
That's
year
just
and tell you about my mac
pasta.
and cheese.
That's not
story.
macaroni and cheese anymore.
That's a casserole.
Yeah,
that
that's
Karen
pasta or a casserole.
Well,
Karen made
A
a casserole.
pasta
put chicken
casserole.
in the
You
mac
don't
and
eat
cheese.
no macaroni and cheese. None.
just mac. That shit's nah. I
eat
don't
crab.
He
wanna.
said it's boring. You,
don't-
know what? You
don't
should
eat
try
it.
better cheeses.
Like or
You
like
need to
mac and cheese
explore
with truffle
different
in
cheeses.
it,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
truffle oil in
Truffle is
it,
for
like
nobody.
white cheddar. Like you need like some fancy
Explore your
cheese.
cheeses. Yeah, because the
You need-
cheese gives it the real
That's
thing.
what the difference is the cheese.
I did consider, and I'm not gonna lie, I did consider like white cheddar and white cheeses. Or
Fuck
whatever.
yes,
Just
but you
nothing
can't just
but-
mix all white cheeses.
Is it
you gotta
texture?
pick the right
Do
cheese.
you not like
Yeah,
gooey
and see, I
cheeses?
don't. Well, for me, I would prefer like you know how you talked about the mac and cheese pie, whatever it is, or whatever. But like certain when you put it in the refrigerator, the mac and cheese will stiffen up, and then you got to cut it a certain way. Then it just break down after that thick shit.
What?
So you brought it up, bro. We talking about the
He
mac and cheese
doesn't
pie.
want the one you could
So
cut.
when I'm talking about the like, I like mac and cheese where it's still kind
It's
of like
still
you know
soft.
it's still
So do
slithery.
you
You know what I
like-
mean? If I'm gonna eat it, let it be slithery enough where it
Slither
still
like
melt
the
later.
shark behind
Period.
us?
That's
You know
what
what
he
I'm saying?
said.
Like so, do you?
I want to be able to like you know okay,
So,
my mac and
my
cheese
question
sound like
is-
we making love to
So
it and
do
shit. You know.
like the mac and
I'm-
cheese from Chick-fil-A?
Well, I never had the mac and cheese from Chick-fil-A.
That's too
had
risky.
Yeah, that shit alright.
See, that don't motivate me to want to eat it though.
It's
When
not
he
bad,
said
Sound like you
though.
want to fuck your macaroni and cheese.
He said it makes
Make
you
love
wanna.
to it.
you don't
American
love your
cheese, that
food.
ass.
I mean,
What?
Y'all love y'all food.
I
Nigga,
love my
I
food.
love.
I love my
If
enchiladas.
you know
So you
me,
eat mac
you
and
know
cheese?
that I love my goddamn food. Period.
I
Yeah.
don't
You like mac and
discriminate.
cheese.
When
I
I-
like all the cheese and all the noodles in my mouth to my belly. I don't need all this. Y'all are worried about the brick and the thing. I want the flavor and just chew it and swallow it.
Yeah,
Hi-yo.
you're talking about consistency.
I just want to eat that shit.
Hey, but there is consistency politics because I like
mac
it
and cheese
crunchy.
is mac and cheese though.
Not
The
all
noodle
the
is a
time.
noodle is a noodle.
'Cause
Whether
sometimes
it's
it be
round
too
or
wet.
it's
Because some
all
people
that.
that
Well,
made
I
mac
mean,
and
like-
cheese, you could tell they made that shit in water, and the cheese was watered down, and you was
So
like, whoa.
obviously, but we're
They
not talking
didn't
about
drain-
that. I'm
they
talking
didn't
about
drain
I don't
they
give a fuck
noodles
about the
good
brick.
enough.
It's cheese in that bitch and it's noodle, honey. In my belly, it's going because there's cheese and noodle.
Well, it better be good, man. All I know is when I get back on the train, because once upon a time I did like mac and cheese. It was my thing growing up. But over time, I grew out of it, not really want to eat
I
it.
think
And it
people
was,
don't be using salt and pepper and like.
Yeah, they
garlic
don't
or
be
anything.
doing
and you know,
it
I
right.
think
Man.
more so, we probably grew, well, I don't know about y'all in particular, but me for sure, I know it was seasoning involved. So,
I think people are lazy and they forget.
I don't like onions and like peppers and things like that, so I use seasoning when I
Bell
cook.
pepper,
I don't
Bell pepper is.
Onions?
onions, tomatoes.
Those give the seasoning.
bell
tomatoes,
peppers. I don't-
So
cilantro.
do you use onion
I
powder
fuck
when you
with
cook?
cilantro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
don't
I like the
onion.
flavor.
You
I just don't like the
consistency.
texture.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like
Yeah.
like lobster. I can't eat a lobster tail like the way them. But if you
don't
take
eat
it out
that.
the shell and then you bread that, and
She
then
can't
throw it-
do
Thank
that.
you. I'm not breaking that shit over. I ain't nobody's ass out the
A
shell.
fried lobster shell?
Nigga, what? That's you
That's
eating,
the
you
only
eating
way
a
I eat
whole
it.
lobster butthole on the plate, and you got a D fucking thing with its butt, and then eat it. I'm not doing that.
If she
No,
gets
you do
some,
that shit for
if
me.
she orders some shrimp and they come shelled, I have to fucking de-shell it
I'm not
for her.
doing that.
She won't eat it. Like literally on some
not
best friend
doing
shit,
that.
I have to
Touch it.
de-shell her.
Here.
that
fucking
makes a
shrimp
great
for her.
best friend, though.
I'll do it
Right.
That's
sometimes,
what you gotta
but
do.
it depends on the shrimp.
It depends on what it's
so
hidden
you know
for.
when the shrimp got all them feet on it and the whole head and the whole thing and it's lead looking at you,
It's still looking
she gotta
like
do
it-
that.
Yeah.
like,
She
oh,
gotta do
no.
that. If it ain't got no head and it's just a regular little shrimp butt and I just gotta like peel the
Shit,
shell
I'll take
off,
it.
Yeah, if she just
I can
can
do that. But once we got them little
But
feet
once
and that
you
face,
gotta,
Or sacrifice that little piece that come off with him when you rip it off.
there you
Like,
go.
fuck that.
I could do that, but I'm not taking off his whole body to eat his ass.
I'm
And that would be the
dead.
vein. It's a lot of shit that goes
They
into
just
that.
leave the vein
Got
and
you.
the
See,
poop.
like I don't
you.
really like
Yeah.
eating crawfish for that.
I'm not
reason.
sucking off nobody's
because
head.
that's just too
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
work, and it's not that much meat,
Y'all fuck with
and
chili?
it's just
That's
too
what I'm
much.
saying.
It's too much work.
After what I just said, you think I'm eating a pig's
We ain't
butthole?
even finna talk
I've
about
never
chili.
eaten
chitlins.
We
I've
ain't gonna
never
talk about
even
You
gave
like 'em, huh? Look
chitlins
at you
a
licking your
solid
lips, huh?
chance because I didn't like the way that it smelled like butt.
I'm
And I'm not eating the what is it? It's like some Spanish soup shit. Tripa? Is that what
Menudo?
it is? Menudo? I'm not eating that either. That shit smell weird too.
What's
I'm
that?
not eating that.
I didn't like that. It was like I don't like that tomato base, but I guess that's because I had acid reflux and like
Yeah, I'm just not eating.
I didn't like tomato shit.
or
But
tongue.
I definitely didn't like that consistency because they tried to give me tacos de tripas, and I was like,
Nope.
I'm not
Yeah.
going
Isn't that
for
like
it.
belly or like inside a butt?
It's
What
the
is that?
stomach.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
It's the
Y'all
lime.
had them bone marrow tacos?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't fuck with
I
it.
had
doing that
bone
either.
marrow.
You like
I
it?
heard it's
I had
fire,
it on
though.
bread.
I
It
can't
was
do
just
it.
like
Yeah,
can't
it just
do
it's
it.
like greasy
it's
butter.
it's
butter.
fat shit. It's like, well, okay, this tastes like exactly what
do it.
It's like meat butter.
it's just
It
meat
is-
fat.
is
It's just fat that just will.
fattening meat. We already eat it when we go to Taco Bell, shit like
Yeah.
that. But they
It's
just
just
cleaned
the
it up a little
fattiest
bit.
part
What if you don't go to
Yeah.
Taco Bell?
But I'm
Seasons
saying
it
it's
the right
just
way.
the consistency is like butter that's fatty, like fatty butter that tastes like meat.
No, it's fat that melts like butter.
Yeah.
Bingo.
And,
What she
and
said.
it tastes like meat.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't like it.
I'm not doing that.
But they have it. I had it like where they serve it with like bread, like
Nope.
you spread it on like toast. To me, I was like, okay, I get it, but
Do
this
you?
is not it. Like it was like,
and it's expensive.
yeah, no, it
For
was
that,
like
it's expensive butter.
I don't need to do this. I was
I'm
like,
good.
oh, I'm good. I didn't like the consistency.
Run me the country crock, sir.
I don't need some imperial, okay?
Run
Yeah,
it.
real. No, first of all, I
Land the
seen
lakes.
somebody make a fucking seafood boil online with country crock butter sauce, and I was like, is this really happening?
Was
For
it
Thanksgiving?
TikTok?
No, like just
Oh.
period. First of all, country crock, for those that don't know, it's fucking vegetable spread.
Mm-hmm.
It's whipped oil. So
In that brown
When you
It's
thing.
not
make-
butter. There's no dairy
most
in
of
that.
the shit you consume, unless you're paying that extra top dollar for real butter, you're using vegetable
Unless you're
oil.
checking salted or unsalted, it's probably not butter.
And that probably might not be butter either, depending on what you got. But you're making country crock butter sauce for your fucking seafood boil,
And
and they use the whole little tub. I said, "Oh no!" And then they put garlic in it and start loading up shit in there, and all
Nope.
these damn toss on these sauces.
Nope.
Seasonings and shit.
Not doing
and I
it.
was like,
It's going straight to your
I said,
arteries.
"Skirt, I'm not
Bingo.
watching no more of this shit.
It's going to your arteries.
I can't
Bingo.
trust
Nope.
you. You think you making?" And she's like, "I'm making butter sauce,
That's not butter.
child.
But okay.
You better stop."
I
While
don't
you're
attempt things that I can. I
behind.
know I can't do, and that's something way out of that's way out
If
of
you're
her
gonna
league.
make a seafood boil, one of the main things that you want to do is invest in your butter.
Butter.
Period.
And not use
I'ma
country
just
rock.
tell you
Let's
that.
talk
Yeah,
about
not
it.
country crock. Yeah, country rock.
Country rock.
That
Country
ain't-
rock.
all that.
Country.
Like,
Right.
Leave it
Back
alone,
in the
man.
day, it was like the thing, but now like that's out. We know better now.
can't
So
believe it's not butter.
you know better, you gotta do better. Right. That's like I can't believe it's not butter. Yeah, like come on. Seafood boil.
Yeah,
Anyway.
nah, it wasn't no country crock.
Anyway, and
So
y'all
he's
done
ready,
and
bro.
y'all done
He's
ran
ready.
out all the crab legs too with y'all seafood boiling asses.
Hey.
The crabs can't even reproduce fast
That's a
enough for y'all
shortage.
niggas to eat. Oh
That's 'cause a
God,
lot
that's
of them died of
why.
oil spills too.
And after all the PPPs and
Ooh.
all that extra EBT, niggas was on eating all kind of crab legs and shit.
Off
And
top.
now,
Somebody
and now
teach me
everybody
all.
eating noodles again. Well,
They
well,
let these
well.
niggas off with nothing. I wish I would have got in on that shit.
I don't eat that shit, so
I'm
that
good.
didn't- I wasn't affected.
I'm good on
You were
PPP.
infected.
I said I wasn't affected because
Oh.
I don't eat crab legs. I'm not sucking that shit
I
out.
thought you was talking about the PPP. Like,
I wasn't involved in that either. Didn't get no parts of that either.
Right, shit.
Me neither. Oh shit.
Sometimes I'll be like, dang, I should have just
What
did
a
it.
time to be alive, huh?
Sometimes I'm like, fuck. I
All
should've just did
PPP
that
loans
shit.
forgiven. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys could redo the pandemic over, would you?
Fuck yeah.
I would.
For the
yeah.
traffic,
I
hell
would
yeah.
for sure. I
the
would
traffic.
redo it if I could. If I knew what I know now
I'd,
and go back,
I
I'd
still
have
don't know nothing.
refinessed the whole pandemic differently.
Not even refinance, refinance.
That
Bingo.
too.
the entire
Hello.
pandemic.
That
There we
too.
go.
But I would have refinessed the whole situation.
I would have owned a couple of businesses around this bitch. Fuck what you talking about. I ain't gonna
took
lie.
my COVID time for sure.
Man.
Yo,
They gave it 80 hours,
Yep.
took it away, gave it back, took it away.
I was trying to get COVID last week
I
when I
would
got
utilize
sick.
that shit for sure.
Shut up.
Because I was like, I could just be out, just take these little 80 hours.
Right, if I get
Because I don't even work
COVID.
full time at my job, so I
We
was
ain't,
like,
we ain't get no bonus for not catching COVID.
Oh God, the people that been at work been hot as fuck.
hell
They
yeah,
like,
they didn't get no money.
they like, no, this really
they
ain't adding
dumbasses
up.
work through.
And we've
The
been out
minute-
here like, hey.
The minute they would have been like, yeah, they passing out checks, I would have figured out a way to not work during the panorama because fuck that, because you would have got some money, and I would. There's no way. There's no way I was not about to be working and then I got corona. So then I would have been working, got that shit, and still been at.
Bruh.
I mean,
I
fuck that.
got
regret
it in
taking
that
my
period
stupid
when-
ass.
Everybody- once they would've
when
said
it was
essential-
dying down. I got it in that period where it was like dying down and they took all that shit away. So, like, yeah, fuck. And I only got it because my kids got it because school went back to school.
Yeah. I feel like as soon as school started, everybody's kid came back either sick or got corona.
That shit sucked.
Because them little nut motherfuckers are nasty.
And I had to use my time while I was out.
Write your own
But after that
shit
first
up.
week, they was like 5 days. You can come back. And we don't care if you got it or not. Just
Not
wear a mask.
that's the crazy part to me now. They had everybody out. Now they're like, it's been 5 days. Come back. If you give it to somebody else
Oh,
who
well.
can't wear a mask. I'm like, yo,
That's gross.
y'all wild. It's wild out here
All
now.
them motherfuckers got that. They caught it multiple times. They got paid. I was at work every day. But it was a bunch of overtime. But shit, I would have took them 2 weeks. 4 weeks off. Fuck that. And all you had to do was say you was exposed to it. You didn't even have to catch it.
Right. You just say somebody at your house got it.
Man, it was a time to be alive. But I probably for sure would go back. And,
It sounds like it's coming back.
That's what they were saying.
I
the numbers
love
were back up.
love the lack of traffic though. I can't even front. It was just so clear on these freeways.
Yeah, that was a whole different. That was scary at first when the streets were empty. That shit was like empty.
It was
Cops didn't even want to
like
be
a
out there.
movie. They
It
weren't
was
out.
scary.
I don't want to pull you over unless I have to.
Honestly, I think what was more scary, and I'm not trying to be funny, was that there was no toilet paper and water. That was kind of scary. It really had me like, yo,
man.
these niggas bought all the toilet paper
That's
and bought
funny.
all the water.
See, but we
Like-
stayed with water and toilet paper at my house, so I was like, we got our shit.
But even that would have only lasted y'all for so long.
And don't wake up on one of the
It
mornings when you
still
had to
would've-
just go hella bad and the store just so happened to be open, but you get there and there's no toilet paper on the
None.
shelf.
So you looking for paper towel?
What?
The motherfuckers that was like, this shit ain't real.
I'ma use a little
now
toilet.
it ain't no toilet
Y'all don't
paper.
understand. I got like
Covers.
10 minutes to get back to the house, and where the fuck is the toilet
Yeah,
paper, bro? Like, what
yeah.
the fuck is going on up in here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy some
That's
paper
when the
towels.
body
or some,
wipes came into play, though, because a lot of people weren't buying those at first.
And then everybody started buying body wipes.
You go to the body, you go to the aisle for the body wipes or whatever the case may be, whatever the hell it is, the little flushable wipes. That shit gone. Either they stole them or they bought them.
It's that
And
Either
baby
way I go.
wipes too.
Baby
And
wipes.
baby wipes
yeah.
too. Y'all don't leave enough for the kids. That's all bad. Shit.
And then
I
it was
wanna go
that
back to that.
formula shortage
It's
too.
still happening now. They still have a
Really?
formula shortage. now.
Yeah.
Lord have
Still
mercy.
can't get
Thank
Yeah.
God I ain't got no damn kids.
Right.
Cause I'm
They
like
got abundance
formula.
of liquor.
Right,
Of course.
liquor's good. Right.
Right.
They got
Come
new
get
shit
this
coming out
bottle.
all the time.
Okay. We need to get to some things.
Uh-oh.
Because otherwise we're going to keep just dilly
Right, I
dallying
know we are
around.
finna.
They missed us, so we had to talk about it. But let's get to it, y'all. Let's
I
get
know.
to
I
it.
was just trying to do a little a little baby recap because it is.
But our
like,
recap will take our whole episode.
No, I know,
And we'll just keep going.
and we still got recaps.
And we
too.
still got something
real
we have to
recaps
recap
do.
to recap of recaps. Look.
I
having a
want.
good-
I
hey,
want.
it's a good time. It's a
low
good day.
key, I was curious if Ray had anything he needed to get off of his chest throughout his.
I didn't get to see the episode, the After Dark episode.
Oh, that never went out.
Yeah, that never did
That
come out.
never
See,
went
that was
out.
privy information.
That
You were
was.
I
privy-
said I didn't get to
You were
see it. I
privy
know it
to
didn't
that
go out. I
Nobody
looked
saw
for
it.
I know.
Literally, I've
I
never
was
even
there.
watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just saying,
Right.
nobody's watched it.
That was an interesting episode. If you were there for our
Is
live
it something else I need to get out?
taping.
What I can
Is it
say
something else
about
I
that.
need to get out?
No, she was just asking.
No,
you
I was just
genuinely.
curious because you've called in. You know, you be here for our
I'm a friend of
shenanigans.
the show. I love it.
What I can say about that Cause I'm like yourself, my brother. I ain't really viewed it like that, but I would love. We gotta just we gonna
private
take that
viewing?
into the whole. Fuck all that. 2023. We gonna. Why not?
What?
Let's put that there. We gonna go ahead because we in December now. We might as well kick it up a notch for the viewers at home that listen, that tune in, that really
I'll
want to
make the
get
after
to the.
dark thing a real thing.
Or we just really have them real topics and conversations that we all have outside of when we're not on camera and things like that, so we can really, because the fact that you bring it up, it makes it interesting to that. We always want to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
What is it?
Let's talk about it. So with that being said, how y'all feel about that? 2023? Can we put something together?
I've been saying that for all of 2022. But,
Let's go.
Speaking
okay.
into existence.
Let's go. We got to
So
do
another
it.
another after dark.
Uh-oh.
Let's do another one. We're going to make it live for the people, man. Y'all got to come out and support and really show us some love, man. Really, really tap in. We got some.
we need a venue.
Right.
look,
Ooh,
and if
so
y'all
if y'all
know
know
anything-
someplace.
We need a venue.
323 815-4204. Tap in. Let us know what's up. Man. We
Yes.
can make
Yes,
sense.
whatever.
Come
Yeah,
on now.
hit us in the
what I'm
inbox,
saying?
DMs, text us, whatever. You got the numbers. Y'all already know.
And y'all never know who y'all might see there, man. You know, we got.
Unless you the fake Ray, don't call.
Oh, you heard that, Fake Ray?
Wow. Fake Ray. Shots fired, Fake Ray.
I mean, you know, Fake Ray gotta
I
know.
know.
We
Who you
we
are.
know who you are, Fake Ray. Exactly. We know who
Fake Ray
you
was
are,
exposed,
Fake
man.
Ray.
But we're not
They
gonna
told
out
you. Right, we
What?
won't out you.
We won't
He was
out
staring
you.
at my face when he called in. He couldn't think of no other names. Shots fired.
Shots fired, but no shots fired. See, that's a weird. This
'Cause
see,
you're
that's
the
a
real
good
Ray.
segue. A good segue.
A good
It's a
segue.
good segue.
A good
Segue.
segue.
Because something that before we went on air, they were having a discussion that then they let us have in, and it brought up a good topic that I thought about is. So you can have conversations with your friends, disagreements, arguments. Those are healthy, right? Like debates, other than like sports. Like you could like really talk about some real shit, like how people feel about real issues. But then there's that point when people start getting really offended. People start really getting really into what they're talking about, and shit can go left. So I was thinking like a comment was made of, you know, niggas are gonna start fighting. And I was thinking, like, what takes you to that place? Because I'm a talker. So when I be talking about shit, we be having these conversations outside, like, or before we start, or just in general, just, you know, in life, like, I'm really out here gathering information, like, and it'll get serious. And I know that I seem like I'm kind of standoffish. I can be kind of a bitch. So I can intimidate people who don't know me, and it can turn into a real argument. But people that do know me, usually it's her, is there like, yeah, no, so trying to, you know, like diffuse it. But like, what keeps you pulled back when you're arguing or having debates with people that are close to you from slapping them in the face or punching somebody in their face? Because you get to, sometimes you tend to be more free with your speaking, you know, because it's like, it's you. I know you. You're my bro. You're my sister. You're my whoever the fuck. So you're disrespect because you're not thinking this other person can be offended by what you're talking about. And then shit goes mad left, and I feel like it gets really bad with men because men want to fight. I feel like more than girls want to scream. Girls will just kind of argue and be like, "That bitch." Men will start fighting, you know, like really like arguing because then you don't see. Well, that's okay. So now I'm going into my opinion. Is that I feel like things only go left as far as physical is when someone doesn't have anything left to say, and so then they take it disrespectful. Like, oh, you bitch ass nigga, you gay. Some goofy shit that will make, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas start just like, well, nobody give a fuck about you bum ass nigga. Like, and then it gets personal for no reason.
Right.
Or you just don't have anything to say. You don't have a rebuttal, and you feel like, oh, you lost. And so now you're just like, well, shit's getting...
Niggas be like, run me that $20
and
in,
it's
broke ass
nah,
nigga.
we were just having a full, like...
Niggas start getting personal, like,
Yeah.
oh, you just gave me that
Right,
for gas because I
man.
couldn't go to the ATM.
Oh
But
yeah,
like,
you bum ass
okay.
nigga. That's why you don't go to work and shit. You gotta work freelance
But
and
then-
shit. Yo, bum ass
but
nigga, you ain't got a 9 to 5. I
Because
do.
it's your friend,
That's
you
why
might
they
get,
said.
it might get heightened
Yeah.
way faster because
So-
it's your friend before it even becomes a good conversation.
So
you know?
in my experience, man, and this could be a friend, male or female. A lot of time, let's just talk about between my partners because I think one of the biggest things with humans
Call in,
in
y'all.
general. And if y'all watching right now, tap in 323-815-4204. Y'all see me here, you see him here, y'all see them here, we here. We can talk and we can all
Call us.
integrate. But pride is an issue. Insecurity is another issue that I think stems from pride. With that being said, a lot of times ones don't just want to bow down, and it's not about bowing down. it's about right or wrong sometimes. And if you're right in the situation and the other person's wrong, but they feel very justified or liberated in their point of view or their perspective, then they're going to get at you.
Yeah.
And because of that situation, that just goes back to the whole fact that your goddamn pride is so high that you don't even want to realize where you could be in the area. Like, let's just take accountability for how we approach. If I get into it with bro right here, I need to be accountable for the shit that I say, how I said it, when I said it, what context I said it, and the manner of what I tried to say to him to either like piss him off, get him to bow down to what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. And when I'm passionate about something, usually that's my people, my family, my folks, my friends, everybody, I kind of can get to a point where I don't get personal. It's not going to get like that. I don't want to disrespect you. But you have to understand, like, if you're not going to respect me as a man, respect me as a fucking friend. Either way I go, you're going to respect one of the two. And with that being said, it's like sometimes that shit could come off the wrong way. And especially if they're thinking or already in a position, who's going to be humble? Who's going to take the back step? Well, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to come at you like that. But then, you know, and I think that's where we kind of like, you know.
Because everybody wants to get their point across.
Right,
and nobody
right.
wants to seem like they laid down on something like, oh, well, you right. When it's not even, that's not even what it is half the time. It's just, can you keep this conversation going just because you guys feel differently? But at the end of the day, those conversations, everybody's talking to prove their point. Everybody's talking in theory to be like, you think this is this, and I want you to think it's this, and why do you know what I'm saying? But like at some point, what keeps you from flashing? Because somebody might get to the point where, you know, they're ready to argue and then fight.
I personally have to have self-control, and that's not an easy feat. That's just something that I've worked on over the years. Me personally, like, if I know I was to let myself be triggered or just turn up because I want to get up, once it's up, that shit stuck. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but that shit be stuck, and it's like, I've come to the conclusion that at my age and my time in my life that I don't want to be dealing with this particular situation and put this much energy into it, because you're going to feel my motherfucking passion. You're going to feel my position. That's that Leo energy. I'm going to say it again. That's that Leo energy.
Right.
I'm not trying to be mean, rude, none of that. It's
Big
passion.
roar.
So with that being
Big
said,
roar.
Big roar.
understand
Big
that I
purr.
mean serious business, and I'm not going to run over you and no shit like that. But I'm the type where I'm very, very 100% about like the people that I choose to align myself with. I trust you. So with that, you should be able to accept that you kind of got me to a level. Let's be able to meet it here. But I have to refrain myself because I don't need shit to get physical. If it get physical, it get bad. You know what I mean? Who wants to really ruin a friendship over pride?
I feel like men do it all the time.
It depends.
But
on who you
women
talk-
do this shit too.
Niggas be fighting
Women
over
I'm talking
shit
about
too.
fighting though, like physical fighting. I feel like men are more prone to fight each other. Women just call each other bitches and get mad.
I think
talk about each
women
other.
will drop friends quicker than men will. Men will fight and still be friends and keep going. Women will drop a female friend over a $25 wig.
I hate to say
fucking-
this shit. I feel like motherfuckers, dudes will see. We didn't already did that shit prior to like really not fucking with the homie. So low key, like I don't know how you feel about that, bruh, but low key in your mind, you can make a decision to say I'm gonna fuck with him how I choose to fuck with him.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
But you have to
it
be in
depends.
control to be able to do
It
that.
depends on who
because-
you dealing with in the situation. I mean, you can have those type of disputes and
For sure.
walk away from it, and you necessarily can't do that with some other people. It depending on who you dealing with. No, I'm saying
I
for
feel
real
like
shit,
you
though.
was
Depending on who
taking
you dealing
shots
with.
Fired.
Baby one.
Depending
I
on
ain't
who
shooting
you
no
dealing
shot.
with.
Oh, God. I'm saying in general, like just in general, like that's why to me, it's dangerous arguing with a stranger, but it's way more dangerous arguing with somebody you know because
Ooh, elaborate.
Right.
Yes, tell me more.
Why do you say that?
I don't
Right.
give a fuck with no stranger. I'm me
Yeah,
personally.
stranger.
I'm not
The real
9
Ray,
times
in case
out
y'all
of
didn't
10.
know.
I'm not gonna get into it with no stranger. I don't know you. It ain't nothing that serious
Yeah,
for
I
me to
don't
fight
care.
you over.
Uh-huh.
Wanna- But
I don't know you.
But
Yeah.
when it's with people you know, that's when it gets personal, and then people say shit that they can't take back.
Yeah.
And then once it's up, it's up.
Right.
Like nigga, what you mean when you said that?
Yeah.
And then it's just so much back. Like this how you been feeling this whole time, but you been with me all day.
Right.
That's where the misunderstanding come in too, because it's like that. You already felt like that, bro. We should have been talked about that or nullified the situation.
Yeah.
Why is it that the conversation is just now happening in this particular moment and now we turning up on each other? Come on now.
I feel like a lot of
pent
people, if you are friends with somebody and you've known them and you really care about them, you watch what you say and you're careful
Unless
and
you wanted to
you
go
know
there.
the kind of things that trigger them, like information wise, or like on some like oh shit, or like
It
you
hurt.
know
It
when
hurt
you
when they said it because
when-
you know.
But that's why it's like
it's coming.
I
from
feel like if
somewhere.
you care about somebody, even if you're arguing, whatever, just like because that's why. But I feel like people be fake friends. That's the precursor to all this. Because really,
ding, ding, ding,
people are
ding.
fake friends. If you are real friends, you're gonna watch what you say. You're not gonna be, you're not gonna be that freely. When people say shit, that's because the shit that they done thought so freely before done flew out the mouth comfortably because they've already thought it so much, or said it to someone else that they say it to you in passive aggressiveness or whatever,
They thought
just
it into
because
existence.
it's already been looming around. So it's like, okay, sometimes depending on what it is or the factor of them in my life, I might be like, oh, bet, like I see you, but you not in my pockets and you're not finna affect me, so I'm gonna just put you in your box and then keep it going. For me, most of the time when like arguments and shit, most people I'm like, low key, you're slow. Like I'm just on some like, this is not worth my time. Like I might internally get mad, but it's more like a, are you a little
how
challenged?
you
or
feel.
Nah,
Nah,
I'm
I'm
finna
up.
argue. I'm
what?
finna argue. We about to argue.
yeah,
Fuck all that.
she
I'm
be
about to
having
argue.
time.
See, but then no. Okay, I've had time previously. Now I do. I will admit I do.
You have your occasional moments.
I choose my battles a little bit differently because I think about, do I want to waste the energy?
Right.
And do I, because
Right.
I know that I'm going to go left. I'm going to go left so fast, and I'm going to go left because and when I say left, I don't mean like I'm going to get disrespectful. I just mean
But
like
you
this is
just-
going to go left to where it's not going to end.
Right, like-
we are going to ride this out forever. We going to ride this
And y'all
out.
see that facial
So that's-
expression.
I
She
know,
mean
right.
business.
She mean
She
business.
ain't
Oh my
bullshitting
God,
with you. It's just
keep
gonna go
going.
there.
So I find myself like, ooh, I would have really lit. Perfect example at the After Dark party. Y'all don't know.
I was
You
but
about to
say
fire
that, but I
somebody
didn't
shit
wanna
up?
bring it
should
up.
have went.
She was finna
the-
fire somebody's shit
But
up.
I was on camera and I said, "This
What are you
is
talking about?
Was it me?
My bad.
at the live show."
Oh boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it now. My bad, y'all.
The main nigga?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So-
Thank
I
you,
remember
Ray.
now.
So
Real
there
Ray.
was an incident during that filming, and that just
I was gonna be like, all right, y'all.
I would there was just some things said by the person that owned the venue that he said on my show that was unsolicited. I didn't ask for him to speak, and he spoke, and it was out of turn, and he didn't know that I was gonna lose my whole shit on him because of the things that he said. I'm not even gonna go into detail about what it was, but I was gonna lose my shit. And I had to really remember that there were more than just me in the room. It was more than just us in the room. There was I had like important people in my life that were there.
Right,
This was a
right.
favor that was done for us
top.
slightly.
Oh,
And
yeah.
there was just but there was a lot going on. And I said, if this motherfucking camera was not rolling right
I
now.
was finna be like,
Just know
all
that
right,
shit
y'all,
would have.
well, it's been nice.
And
Everybody,
I-
it's time to
and-
go.
And I knew the worst part about it though was that I knew that everybody knew.
We all knew.
The
I didn't know.
entire-
Hell yeah, you knew.
You knew, but
Bruh,
I don't think
that
you
shit
knew.
would have
That
went
moment, bro,
viral.
you knew it's
We would have,
badass.
ladies and gentlemen, we would have been
Is that when I
viral
got
as fuck
invited on the show?
because
Like, we're gonna
that's
go
the
this
type
way
of
instead
shit
of going that way?
that
I don't
would have been
remember.
sparked. All I
know.
can say,
It was in the middle
and
of
I'm
the
not
shit.
saying this to defend, and I'm not saying this, but he just kind of spoke out of turn, and he just spoke on
think I do
something and
remember.
touched it when she kind of went here. This is up. But when she went here, he kind of like rescinded his shit, and I guess he remembered and realized, oh, they're doing their thing.
Yeah,
Right.
because
Yeah.
I didn't really flash because I was holding it together, and
you
I
was on that block,
I was
though.
on some like nigga, you're
On
not
your mark.
part of this.
I got a pretty
so
vague
shut the
memory.
You
fuck
said-
up.
She was finna flojo that ass. Let me tell y'all that right now, man. Like y'all have to be there.
She
to
was waiting.
What?
She was
But-
waiting to hear that nigga
Ooh.
whisper something
I
in the
swear
side
to
of her
God.
She was finna
ear.
gas him though.
No, I'm gonna tell you for real. What really saved him is that the things that he was speaking on. If people that would have been offended by his words were in the audience, and
Would've been
I
time to
expected
turn up.
certain people to be there, and if those people had been there and he would have spoke the way he did, it would have been over. It would have been I'm telling you, I was gonna go crazy, and I was like, okay. And that was the only saving grace, was that my family was there. Like, my father was there. That's the only saving grace that guy had. If that literally, Michael Sandoval saved your life, because I was ready to flip out. But I had to remember, I had to consider where I was at. I had to like put all these things into my brain to make it make sense. And then, but normally I would have flashed. Had that been a different situation, and that would have been people that I knew, that argument would have never stopped. That would have just went left, and I wouldn't have been able to. But I'm not a fist fighter. I fight with my words. So
I think he just didn't understand, like, where you... And I'm not justifying shit. I just know that he probably wanted to chime in, and having a live audience would have been...
Be careful.
Like,
she's ready.
No, it's me talking.
I was like, what you about to say?
It's like having a live audience would have been like dope, but it was like, Brett, you kind of interjected, and then you tapped in on the subject. We're like,
the live audience was not
the way he came. It made it like, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of like, damn, bro, is that a shock? Cause you don't know who the fuck you dealing with on this panel. I don't want to say too much. I'm gonna shut up.
It was,
I was
like
on the sideline
as the imaginary wall.
I felt like I was in the audience, like, oh, what's she gonna do? I'm ready to turn up. This shit was gonna go viral. I'm telling you, if you did it would have went viral.
I was like, I was literally like.
Y'all would have wanted to share that to everybody on the web and all the other jazz. It was going down, y'all.
And I was proud of you, best friend. You did
Thank you.
I was looking like, oh,
I knew. I said everybody's waiting for me to flip out.
All right, y'all. Well,
show's
make your
over.
way towards the exit, and
show's
it's about
over.
to get ugly in here.
But see, in those moments, what I want to learn from that though is just like, cause even like, let's say if it's, cause for me, like he, like you said, stranger, right? Brett's a stranger.
Stranger.
Had that been somebody personal to JP, right? And it would have been something that touched me, like that conversation touched
like,
you.
You getting at me like that?
Right
now?
Like we would have had to
I'm
like,
on
okay,
your shit.
listen, my bad. I'm gonna step off the set real
had that
quick.
been
Me and Brett finna go talk about it outside.
One of our audience members
Yeah.
that would have said that, they would have got full fucking rage.
Yeah.
Had that been your brother, that who came, somebody came,
Yeah.
somebody's
Yeah.
brother
That
came,
was his-
and like some other people that I didn't know, like dude that came that you knew, that old man that came, whoever the fuck came, but because it was the owner of the venue, I had to quickly shut the fuck up. I had to detour it. Like, what would I do if you were an unruly guest on my show? How would I have detoured? I had to think. I really tried to put on my like interviewer, like, oh, I'm doing a podcast. Like, what am I gonna do?
It's
Right.
me.
Because that
I
could have
was
been
the
somebody on the
unruly
phone.
guest.
Like, how am I gonna do this? But had it been anybody else, we'd have been done. It would have been over, and it would have been all kind of shit going down in the audience, because I don't like that. And like you said, but like, see how you said like stranger, you don't have time for a stranger.
Yeah, it was a few times.
Situation,
it was a few
though.
times you
She
checked
was
me
in
because
that
I was speaking out of
situation.
turn. I was like, that's why y'all was like, fuck it. How this nigga come on the show? I kept talking.
Cause I had to
could've
figure
just
it
sit
out.
there.
I had to figure it
Well,
out.
because we ain't just finna let
But
nobody
you
just
come
be
on
talking
here though,
crazy.
so that was like one of them segues.
that's why
like,
I
let
let
them
her-
bring the guest on. So it was.
She checked me though. Shit.
That's not a lie. I brought him on because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. It was fine. I love you. So that was like, it's
comes
great.
out.
Had you not been you and been over there talking shit,
Hey, on
I would have
me,
been like, shut the fuck up. Who are you?
Because my next question though.
Every time we've had Ray on the show, we have some of the longest after talks. We talk for
Seriously, man.
hella
Hella
long
Man.
after. Always.
Yeah, so it's
Because
fine.
he won't
Literally
shut the fuck
always.
up.
It
bro. He
felt
talk-
like,
he talking,
okay,
yeah.
you want to sit here with us? Come on.
Yeah.
Cool. You get it, though. And I see, and I never
No,
even
you know what
said
it was? That's
anything,
because the nigga
but
was
he got
sitting
it.
out there and the nigga was talking to us from
Yeah, I
out
was
there
like,
in the studio.
yeah.
We was like, nigga, bring your ass up here. Get your
exactly
ass
how
on
it
the show.
What's your favorite dish for
exactly
Thanksgiving?
That's
Macaroni
exactly-
and cheese.
Is that what I said?
Look, see, that's me.
That was a long time ago.
No, but like, G, if I could ask you a question, man, like, what did you learn from that would help you to say you can learn how to necessarily like shut the situation down without having to go to level 10 and like understanding like that person ain't somebody
My grandma
else.
taught me to consider the source when people talk. So, and I think she taught me that because she knows I fly off the handle. So she would always teach me, like, when someone's telling you something, or like at school, because school was like culture shock. Like public school was like culture shock for me. I didn't get to
Right.
like, I started school like at 11, and it was very like I went to kindergarten, first grade, and then I got taken out and I went to private school, and I mean, like, there was 9 kids in my class, like,
Right.
type of shit, like very small
And you
school.
boxed
so
in
when
on
I
that,
so in my formative teen years, everything was like
Oh shit.
for me, and I was like super sensitive to it, and I was very like, what the fuck? I thought it was gonna be like TV. So when shit wasn't like that, and I used to like not understand why I was getting picked on, or like why this or why that, she'd be like, well, who is that kid in class? Like, I didn't understand like class clown. Like, I knew what it was, but I didn't understand when it's happening to you, the class clown's picking on you. You don't really think about like, he's the class clown, he's just doing it, right?
Right.
But kids were talking about me. I was the new girl. I was light skinned. Apparently, it's, you pretty, you light skinned, you out here, whatever. All the boys are fucking with you. They're bothering you because they like you. That concept didn't make sense to me.
Right.
Because
You're
on
like,
TV,
they're just bothering
the
me.
girls don't. The girls that all the boys like,
The pretty
boys
girls
are like,
don't even like, yeah.
The boys are like, oh my, they're
We're
like
scared of her.
speechless. So
Right.
when boys are picking on me, I'm like, why? I don't understand. And she'd be like, well, is it the boy that, is it the cute boy in school? Do all the girls like him? Or is it like the boy that always gets in trouble in class? Consider who's making fun of you.
Granny
Do they
gave you
matter?
game.
Like the girls who were picking on me. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out
But
to Nana.
Shout out to the girls.
And shout out to y'all.
Shout out to those
weak asses.
bitches that used to make fun of me in junior high. But it doesn't matter because some of them ended up being my friends later on.
Now they're
But
trying to say
Hello.
hi when they
Right.
see a
Shots
sound.
fired.
It taught me to like, okay, I don't know these girls. I don't know, and so I literally applied that to everything. It like when, cause I feel like some stuff I still react to like it's traumatizing to me. Like I
Yeah.
know I have like PTSD from like certain
Yeah.
things from when I was a teenager. So when I get information from people and I immediately be like, but who are
Who is
you?
it? Yeah.
Why am I listening to you? And
What
it
do you
doesn't really
know?
matter. And in that moment with that dude, all I could think of was there's a connection here with my dad.
Right.
This
That's his
is a
thing.
bad look for our show. I had to think about this is bigger than me. It's about this room. It's like if this was a real it was a real podcast, but if this was some shit where there were some people in the room that mattered, how would I
That
handle-
was
what
rating
the
all
fuck
that-
would
you know
I
what I
do?
mean? Yeah.
Investors,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
sponsors,
yeah,
all
what if there
kind
was
of shit.
A&Rs? Like, what if I'm ever in that situation again, how am I going to handle it? Exactly how I did. Exactly how I did, because you
can
can
address
shut
the
the fuck
problem.
up,
Right.
but you can
Hey.
you can shut the fuck up,
Hey,
or
cousin.
and you can stay in here, but at the same time, I need to figure it out. But I would say that's the biggest piece of advice is to just like breathe and think about why because sometimes you're forced, like you're gonna say something. You're
Right.
not just gonna let whatever talk at you. You're not just gonna like accept it. So you just have to plan out what you're gonna say. Like everyone knows how to act at work. I don't even have to go into that. Like with your friends, like she said, you have to learn how to talk to people and how to learn your friends. Like I know for sure, just like everybody in that room knew I was gonna flip out. My friends have learned the fuck out of me. My friends
knew it
know.
was going down.
My friends know not to talk to me because I'll think did something wrong. My friends know to be when to be sensitive, when to tell me to shut the fuck up. Like they've learned me, and if you can't learn the people around you that you consider your bros, that you can sit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if you haven't figured that out, then you are fake
You ain't
flagging
bros,
friending
yeah.
out here.
Uh-huh.
Like you're not really, because why wouldn't you want to learn those people and watch your mouth? Why would I call if I know
Why would
it's
you
gonna
not want
piss
to
you off?
understand your friend? You know what I'm saying? Why would you not want to know their triggers?
Right.
Why would you not want to know what the fuck you could
And
say
even
or do?
there's like shots fired within friends, like where
Yeah.
All
it's
the
like
time.
it's friendly shots fired, but it could still be like, ooh, like, but it's still like, oh, you didn't go
Yeah.
below the belt. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
where it's like, dang, can I fuck with you like at all? Like where they
Don't
really make
repeat.
you trust their question their loyalty. Like,
Yeah.
but honestly, with all the social media shit, that's common nowadays. So
I'm just piggybacking on what she was talking about.
Don't repeat don't affect me, bro. We talked about that out loud, all right? Man, I got paid to donate.
Hey,
If you ain't got
Oh,
paid
he
for none of
gave
your
you-
services in
oh.
life, you can try.
hey, I'm
There's a
trying to get
whole
paid
bunch
for.
of
I'm trying to get paid for some of my services. you
I'm
feel
just
me?
saying.
that's why you got that.
Hello,
that-
Kerwin.
Shout out to
Yeah, he
Kerwin.
said
yes, hell yeah. I'm
yeah.
assuming you said yes to what I just said.
What
Yeah.
up, Kerwin?
Kerwin, you can get paid for your services.
No,
yes.
Kerwin don't
Still?
need to do no services.
Listen, if the market was
I
open
think
for
we're all
that-
too old though now. Honestly, I think
At
all of
that
us
point,
we
yes.
can't give up
For-
eggs and
for
y'all
what-
can't give
I'm
up
not
sperm
interested.
donors.
Not those services.
Y'all are too old.
Well, you can't be
I got
interested.
never
You
my
got
own,
you got
yeah.
real ones.
I'm raising mine.
You
He's
got
like,
real
I
ones on
got
your
him.
you got real
I'm
ones
good.
on your W-2s, don't you?
What happened?
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
We just talked about it.
I hear what you said.
You said you got real ones on your
Run it back.
W-2s?
I claim real ones on my. Yeah, they mine.
Yeah.
I take care of them.
Yeah.
Of course they on my
As you should.
W2.
That's how you know he a real father. He get to claim him on his taxes.
That
Shots
part.
fired.
Period.
Shots fired to all you motherfuckers that ain't claiming y'all niggas on
Because
the
niggas can't get that. They don't even know they kids social.
Oh,
What the fuck
nah.
you mean?
She ain't got no choice.
They don't even know they kids
Javante, come scribble your name down.
social.
Write this name every day so I can remember it now.
I got all that.
Hey, have you
Social,
had,
birth
tell your
certificate.
daddy,
She ain't got no
Oh,
access to none of that.
hey,
But that's neither here nor there.
Also, real quick
Thanks
before
for the
I
big
forget, December 15th,
Yes.
No Excuses Worldwide.
Shout out to
Ooh.
Curfew.
Shout out to
right.
Curfew. They're having a show.
Yes, sir.
I don't remember where,
It's in North
but
Hollywood.
it's in North Hollywood. Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me look at
Yeah,
the thing
look
right
it
now.
up. But December 15th.
December 15th.
I'm
They're
pretty
still
sure-
taking artists,
yep,
I believe.
still
if you're
taking
trying
artists.
to get booked,
So,
hit up Curfew at QURFEW.
you know how to show them some love. I know we only have a few minutes left, and I didn't want to forget to let y'all know because,
I know.
I just want to give a shout out to Curfew, man. Just
hardest
outside
working
of
man.
outside of
Right.
everything that we talk about here, and
Okay.
you know what he brings to the table, man. That motherfucker work hard, bro.
Yeah,
No
he
lie.
is.
That's
he's one of the
inspiration.
ones.
Great
So,
example.
it's at the Universal Bar and Grill at 4093 Lancashire Boulevard, North Hollywood, 91602. It's gonna be No Excuses in the building. It's a multi-genre show, y'all. So No Excuses always shows love pretty much to all the artists of different genres, but
Right. So, if
you know, this is for
sing,
sure. Like if
ska,
you're Spanish
gospel, choir.
or English, any kind of genre, they'll fuck with
play
you.
an
So
instrument.
it's a great way to network with other artists,
Definitely.
other entrepreneurs.
if you could freestyle to
creatives.
somebody
Honestly,
whistling, show up.
Like we've talked about before, it's a great way to
Period.
get your foot in the door and get your feet wet. You know, like we
Facts.
talked about when DeLeon and
DJ Spot.
DJ Spot was
Spot.
here. Like you can don't feel like, you know, just because you may be new to the game, no one knows your music, that someone won't find you at these small venues. You never
Facts.
know who's there. And honestly, would you rather perform in front of a giant group of people and potentially flop or not feel your best, or perform in front of a small intimate group of people who are just gonna applaud you? You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna
A
be
smaller,
artists
intimate
and,
group of people is not going to boo you. They're not even going to point out that you made any mistakes. There's going to be a lot more love in a small venue of people that are like you, of your peers, of literally other artists trying to get their shit popping, or go pay some other big person, you know, big fucking venue, whatever, and you bomb in front of a bunch of strangers, or you don't feel comfortable, or you just don't feel like you did your best. Like, it makes so much more sense. Get your feet wet. Get out there, start performing everywhere that you can. Get yourself comfortable with the stage. We weren't comfortable in front of these mics when we first started. These niggas weren't comfortable either. Now they're just here. And it's just from muscle memory, just getting used
The
to
Real
it.
Ray, Dr. Perry J.
I was
Perform
sweating this shit.
everywhere you guys
And the
can.
grannies.
And fucking be comfortable
Yep.
and believe in
And it's
yourself.
called No Judgment.
No excuses.
No excuses.
There's
Sounds
no
like
excuse.
No judgment.
No
No excuses
judgment.
and no judgment. Exactly. Get
It's
out
no,
there.
it's no judgment for your
uh,
talent to go show up at No Excuses
Fuck
event.
yeah.
Hello, there we
No,
go.
yeah, and if
Exactly.
you want to
Yeah.
just go show love. It's $15 at the door. It starts at 8 till 12:30. So 21 plus, December 15th. If you want to get booked to perform, hit up Curfew. No Excuses Worldwide. Yeah, just tap in. And or if you want to know more information, hit one of us up. Because if y'all don't know, we already did a red carpet event for No Excuses when we did No Excuses 22. So it's always a good time with No Excuses in the building. Y'all already know. So shout out to Curfew. We're going to have him in here soon, y'all. Just wait on it.
Yep.
And December 15th.
I just
Come
want to say, man, you know, we need to be in the video though. Like we need
Hey!
to holler. Curfew.
Do a skit in a video.
You feel me? Like, you know, y'all just show up, man. Show up. Y'all never know what can happen. The cameras is gonna be there, so we're gonna be lit though.
It's always a lot of people that
it's-
do everything. So the creatives are in the building. So
Yep.
Yeah.
We had almost all of the
Yeah.
performers from the last show have been on our show. So
gang in this big.
just no excuses worldwide.
Yep. I know. So, you know,
That's it.
I'm happy for anybody that
Just wanna
can
say that.
show out.
Right. Anybody that can show up.
I want to ask Ray a crazy question just because he's here.
Ask
Real
him.
quick.
Get him. Get him.
Little
Booyah!
Get
things
him.
of the
Crazy
moment.
question.
Come on, Real Ray.
Get him.
We get you.
I'm asking, what's the freakiest thing a girl's ever done to you in life?
Probably.
Look.
I'm not how to sat back and then say
Yeah, the
probably.
nigga
Probably.
sat back and laughed.
The first thing that comes to mind is sucking my dick through the window.
Hold on.
Like a car window?
Speaking to the
Like
mic,
a-
sir.
you know, like
directly.
them
Like a glory hole?
No, window. Like
Like through your house window?
Yeah,
Like you suck
so-
your dick out the window,
like
and she was like,
She asked for something in the middle of the night. I had one, so she came to the window. She was like, "Stick your dick out the window and suck it."
Fuck, I ain't never learned about this till now. Let's go. Come on now.
The real Ray.
Hey,
Y'all.
the shit you learn on You Got 15 Minutes, man. Hello.
Homies ain't homies
I
if
mean-
they don't, if you don't know they got their dick sucked through the window. Like, come on. See, he gonna start looking at you funny now. Now you didn't tell me that.
It never
You was
came
supposed to.
up. Shit.
Oh, it never came up.
This nigga got head
Every-
out the
Hey,
window.
nigga,
Now
That's
you
what happened
know
to me last
every
night.
time you see an open
She asked
window,
for a cigarette,
you be
and then
thinking
said,
about it.
stick my dick out the window.
I'm bad. And it
Wait,
was a
wait.
cigarette.
So I need to understand
She
how this
got
went.
cigarette
I just
and
use that as an
cigarette
example.
and dick.
Simmer down.
You was on the first floor, right? I'm assuming.
Look,
So
Calvin
like,
said it's,
suck a dick
it's
like
lit.
And then
man,
I was in the room, so I had a roommate, and this nigga was acting like he was asleep. I looked back.
I'm dead. And you had
So
a
you
roommate.
was just standing at the
That's
window,
right.
just-
That's what I'm saying.
and nobody walked past when the
I'd have
neighbors
been like,
was
hey,
there.
he got a crackhead
So
sucking his
none of the
dick out
neighbors
the
upstairs
window.
looked down and was like, oh shit.
It's a dick out the
He get his
window.
dick
dick
Look.
out the
That
window.
ain't what happened.
First of all, so I'm assuming you were on the first floor.
Yes.
But like, what was the
Was she in the
ratio?
bushes?
What was the dick
No.
to
How
did
head
she-
window
All right,
ratio?
so-
Yeah, like
Cause I'm
Y'all
kind
know
of
all
short.
them like when them houses that they built like they next door to each other. Like it's
She
Like
two,
climbed,
duplex.
it's two,
she
it's
climbed
two
on some shit.
addresses,
Huh?
but they next door
Okay,
to
like a
each other.
Duplex.
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's one of those.
Okay.
And then it was
So
a
it's-
garage in the back. It was a whole.
Where was the window? Is what I'm trying
Like,
to find out.
Right, because that's what I was trying to figure out.
that's
I didn't
Like
know how
the
to
living
present
room
it.
window?
No, the room window, the room that I was renting.
You know, you take a little
Oh,
screen
in the
off.
back.
So you
Yes.
take the screen off.
Yeah,
the
but
shit?
so
Screen
how
was already
far?
in that
She just
motherfucker.
Where
walked
was the
in.
where was the bottom of the window at in relation to her?
Could you
chin
hit her in the
and
forehead
So
face?
she had to go.
Was
and
she
then get
up
the
there
going
with
right.
it?
Like, you know what I mean?
Was she like this?
Yeah, she wasn't struggling.
Cause she done did that before, nigga.
Hey,
You think
I
that's
don't
the
know,
first
she had a-
window she done
hey,
knocked
she
that?
probably pulled up her personal stool. That's okay with me. It worked out.
She just pulled it out the bag. Hold on.
Hey,
She said that's to help me get up
She was
here
ready.
so they can see it's
Bruh.
me.
She came over there with the
it was
intention
the neighbor
to.
though. So
I
knew it.
That's
Wait a
she
minute.
She had
okay.
seen
I
you
knew
in the
her.
window
She
and
could
then
already-
was like, all right, let me go.
And if
no, she called me. She
I'm
asked
coming
me
to the
something.
window,
I was
put your
like, I
dick
got you. Come
outside.
to the back window.
Came to the window.
she said, "Put your dick in the
So
window."
she had never
she-
sucked your dick before?
No, that wasn't the first time.
I know
I was
we
like,
up
"Miss
against
your
it.
dick
That
through
was
the
the
window.
first.
Fuck
Now-
that.
Gotcha.
We ain't letting this go. I
So
know
why
we up
couldn't she
against
come
it.
inside?
I'm more.
Why did it have to be through the
Why
window?
couldn't you tell JP though?
She's
Man,
the
Like,
fucking neighbor.
This was like no, this was like 15 plus years ago. Bro.
I don't give a
Simmer
shit.
down.
he's like, you
This is your
should've
neighbor.
told me.
Which
see?
neighbor was it? 15 years ago? How old were you?
Man,
No, you trying to figure out what
I'm
neighbor it was.
fucking with you,
like
man.
22.
We just having fun. Oh, you got 15 minutes, man. Y'all tap in, man. You know.
Now that I
guys.
think about it, that wasn't the yeah.
Oh, now he
Something
got
else
the.
came to mind.
Now he got him.
Oh, you gotta
Oh.
go.
You
We
guys.
gonna bring it to the after dark, man.
Thanks for tuning in.
Well, y'all already know we got Real Ray, the Real Ray,
The
Always
real
a
Ray,
pleasure.
not the fake
not
one,
the
but
fake
the real
Ray.
one.
Fake Ray, we know who you are. Dick in the window ratio.
See?
For real, I need to know. Tash. Shout out to Ray breaking the window
Yeah.
barriers around here.
Exactly.
Facts. Right.
Yeah.
Window head matters.
Hey,
Honestly,
This
if
nigga finna
she's
make me go
not
home and write a
trying to
bucket
suck
list
it
down.
through
Like,
the
what the fuck?
window, what is she doing? Honestly.
This
Now
is-
I'm like, damn, I need to step,
Step
my shit
game
up.
I just have one question
I
for you.
need to step my shit up.
Okay, one more.
Okay, come on.
who me?
Dr.
No, he
Perry.
said Dr. Perry.
Don-
question.
Donor
Since this
P.
was your neighbor, and after that first
Man,
time,
you we could talk about it after. You
ladies and gentlemen, man, thank y'all for tuning in. And you got 15 minutes.
You already know. Don't
Keep
forget,
it
tune
real.
in every first and third Wednesday, 7 p.m. on Facebook, on Morris Media. Shout out to all y'all. Follow us on the socials. Hit us with the questions.
Yep.
Share the video. Please share it. Just share it. We love y'all to share it.
Shout out to Curfew. Shout out
Another
to
shout out to No
Excuses.
Excuses and Curfew.
Shout out to No Excuses. Shout out to the Real Ray in the building again. Thank you for coming.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you next time.
Well,
Well, splash!
Yeah.
We totally stole that from somebody now. Well, splash.
So what?
Well, he don't know.
Definitely.